Hello YouTube! As most of you know, this is the new logo for ThatDailyGamer. Now I wanted this logo on my own white controller. This is how it looks, and I'll show you how to take it apart, how to paint it on, and everything else that's important for it. First I'll take my screwdriver, place in the right head for it. This is how the screw looks, that needs to be taken out. It has a safety pin in the middle, and I don't have the correct head for it, so I'll just use a flat head, and that will actually work brilliantly. These are the 6 screws that need to be taken out, and there is one hidden one right underneath this little plastic label. I'll take it off right here, and there it is. Okay, now everything is apart. It looks like this. I've switched out the triggers and the bumpers, the start and the back button with my black controller, just to make it look that extra funky. It's always a good idea to test your paint if you have the right color, so here I'm grabbing the battery holder for my Xbox controller, just to test if the color is right and if I like it and if it's not sticky. It's a really good thing I tested it out first.
Zeg wordt er niet echt donker daar. Dude. Niet echt waar die ik wil willen.
Dude, mag je de hoofdkant en niet de perfecte kleur?
Nice! Nou, het was lekker.
Fail! Okay, so here I'm trying it again, this time with the right paint. And here I learned that I really need to make really thin layers each time. In the final result I applied 3 layers. Here I'm putting on one really thick one, and that didn't give me the result I wanted. Now it's time to put some tape on your controller on the places where you don't want the paint to stick. I'm just using normal sticky tape. You can also use the professional painter's tape. It's just what you like best. Apply multiple thin layers of paint for the best results. After the 3rd layer, for the edges I used a black painting stift, and I finished it off with a nice layer of varnish. When that was all finished, I had to take all the plastic off, and you really need to take your time here. The more careful you are while doing this, the better your results will be. Always try to take the plastic away from the leather, so don't rip towards it, but always try to rip away from it. It's really hard to do, and the more time you take for this, the better it will look. As I round things up, I notice there's a small raw edges around the paint, and I clean away the remains of the sticky tape. To get rid of the small artifacts around the letters, I take a small knife and gently scratch away the extra paint. You need to be extremely careful here not to cut your own fingers and not to damage the controller. I have to repeat myself here, really be careful with those knives. The only thing that has to be done is putting the entire controller back together. Here you can see that my bumpers and triggers are black, as are the start and back button. And after you get all the screws in, you check if it works. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see ya next time.